everybody, welcome back to my channel. We've got one today that is well, it involves a digital and it involves just easy crafting. I really fancied doing something that was just fun and easy. So yeah, that's what we've got today. First off, I have been dyeing papers again because it's my favourite pastime. Look at these. These were the mop-up. This is what I call mop-ups. I mean, just look at the grunge. Look at that. Delicious. And then we've got this one. These were literally just scraps that I was using, like I said, just to soak it all up. And then this one, look at it. Oh, they're just, I love them. I love them. Look at this. Look at this around here. Oh, it's so nice. And then we've got one here. And this one is so cool. Look at this around here. And then these are the sheets that I did the mop-ups from. And they just look so cool. They're so different. And I'm really, really liking them. I really, really do. I mean, look at that one. Oh, just look all around there. So grungy. Love them. And they're looking a lot more yellow on camera than they are in real life. This one, oh, look at all that round there. It's just, oh, so grungy and lush. I love it. And then these are the rust papers. I've done some more. And they're practically all the same. But yeah, this is just the rust water that I had. I mean, look at that. How cool is that? They're just... they're so cool. So I've got a few of those as well. If you want a video on how I make my, because this isn't coffee dyed or tea dyed, I use inks for this. So yeah, if you want a video on it, leave it a comment down below and I will gladly do a video. So right, now we've done that, the grungy deliciousness, let's show the digital. Look at this. So this is Margreth, Sevenplaza's new digital kit, the Antique Entomology. It's 25 pages and there is also, I believe, a 5-page freebie as well. Her Kofi is listed in my description box. So if you want to go over there and have a look, there's loads of freebies as well. But yeah, this is her new kit and it is absolutely stunning. It's, I mean, look at that. So good. It's all about antique entomology. There's moths and butterflies and backing pages and tags and tickets. It's just so cool. So much ephemera as well. So much ephemera. So let me just do a quick flick through. Labels, journal cards, tags, envelopes, backing papers. I love the backing papers. They're just so cool. Is there another page there? No. Even more. It's so grungy. I love it. Absolutely love it. Look at those. I think we're going to be using these today. So I'm going to pull that out and I'm going to keep that out. And then we've got more book pages, which you don't have to use as book pages if you don't want to. Love those. We're using those today as well. They're just, oh, just love them. Love, love, love the kit. So, yeah, we're going to have a play with Antique Entomology. And I have already done some fussy cutting because, well, you know me. And we're just, like I said, it is just going to be a simple, fun kind of play. So first off, I want to get my, I think we're going to go with scorched timber and I'm going to do oxide and distress for the inking. And we've got lots and lots of butterflies. So this is, not these, all these. And that one. Right, so come back to those a bit later. So these ones, this is the sheet that's just got the moths on. And we're going to have a little play with these first. So I'm just going to put them into order because there's some different sizes. And what I did was, is that, no, it's not, no, is that, no. Is that, no, no, is that, yeah. So what I did was I printed them out 4 times. And then I sat there and I cut them all out. So I'm going to sort all these out. So and then I've sorted them all out and we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 different designs. And I love them. But we're going to grunge them up. So I think, what one do I want to do first? I think I'm going to do this one first. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to take one and I'm going to just ink around the edges. I think this is the perfect brown because I don't want anything that's too, just want to try and get that little white bit there because it's annoying me. I don't want anything that's too dark. If you can hear a bit of knocking or banging, it's because the tree that's behind my craft studio is it's tapping, I'm afraid. Not a lot I can do about it. Right, so I do want just a little bit of vintage photo as well, just for a little bit of dimension. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to fold at the wing and just give, can you see that? It just gives it like a little bit of depth. Look at that. It's so cool. I love it. It's so cool. Right, so you'll have to bear with me today. If you've been with me for a while, you'll know that the summer months, the weather really affects me. I get migraines and apparently this year I get hay fever as well, which I've never had hay fever before, but yeah, I'm suffering with some allergies this year. Yeah, and I just feel a little bit head full of pudding. Yeah, so yeah, if I don't seem like then that's why. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm just going to take this. I don't know which Tim Holtz stamp set this came off of. But I'm just randomly, and I'm using sandstone, VersaFine Clair, Sand Dune. And then we've got, look at that. How cool is that? Just for a little bit more texture. And then what I think I'm going to do the same on the back as well. Because what I'm going to do, you will see the back of it. Oh, you won't see that bit, so I don't know why I'm doing that. And there wasn't a video yesterday. I know. It was my son's birthday. It's his 23rd birthday, so I didn't film yesterday. That and I was fussy cutting. Because I do love a bit of fussy cutting. Right, this time I'm going to get it on the block because, well, first I'm going to wipe the back of it so it's sticky again. Because there's certain Tim Holtz stamps that I use a lot. So, there we go. Ta-da! So I tend to leave it. I've got a little basket here, just here. So I tend to leave them in the basket. There we go, that's perfect. It's just for when you're going to be able to see the back of it. So I'm going to do the same on here. But I also want, so I'm going to get my Curator stamp set. Just some interest. Wipe the ink off me mat. And then you've got, how cool, just looks so cool. Just adds a little bit of something different. So what I'm going to do is I've got 4 of them, but I think I'm only going to use 3. I don't know, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to distress them all off camera, and then I'll be back. So I have distressed all those and I have stamped on them. We are only using 3 because unfortunately I decapitated one. I know. I was a little bit rough with me old inking, distressing. So yeah, we are just using the one. So I'm just going to give a little grunge. I'm not going too mad on it. Just a little bit here and there. And then we're going to stack. So where's the one that we, right, so that one's got, just going to get some of this paper, and then I've got the field label from Field Note Stamp Set, and I'm just going to stamp on the back. And then let's get a different one. We've got a different text stamp here. I think this one's off of a Halloween stamp set. Departed, I think it might be. So we'll have that on the back there. So then they've just got a bit of interest on the back then. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to fold the wings up gently, but I'm going to get some of my scraps, some of my fabric scraps. I don't know if this will be, yeah, too dark, but that looks like a cool little piece. I just want to add some texture underneath, and then I want that one to go over the top as well. Shall we glue it or shall we stitch it? I think we're going to glue it. So let's just remove these, and then I'm just going to glue a line down the middle of the body. I think this bit might be just, I've got the wrong scissors. Place that bit there, and then maybe we'll put this little bit we cut off at the top for a little bit more texture. And then let's put some glue on this one so we can sandwich it. And then a bit more glue on this one. I don't know if this bit will, yeah, it's going to pull off. And then add this one. Just push that down. then I put my nail down the side of the body and just fold up like that. And then I get my tweezers, and I think you've seen me do this before. Just gonna bend round. And this is why I like to do on the other side. So it's not just plain white paper. And then you get, look at that, the different textures. I am going to just go in the crease of the wing and just give it a little twist and a pinch, just because then you get that look. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? And then we're going to do different, because obviously every butterfly, oh, let's go this way. Every butterfly wing or moth wing, they're different, aren't they? They're not the same. And then let's curl that a little bit back. I'll curl this corner back. Go this way. Twist and pinch. And then this one we can go and then when we bring them all out, oh, that one's not got a lot going on. Let's have a twist and a pinch with that one, and then maybe a little curl. And then look at that. How cool is that? It's just so cool. And when I did this the other week, I got some questions asking, but what happens when you put it in your journal and then it goes flat? And it will go flat, but it will keep its structure. It will just be kind of like a flat version of that. I mean, you could put it on the cover if you wanted to, or have it hanging out of a tab or something like that. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of my mop-up sheets. What bit do we want to use? That bit. So we're going to make a little tag. So I'm cutting that at 3.5. Do I want to? I think I'm going to tag the corners like a label. Nope, I'm going to just do the top. Do the top. And then, it's so cool. But I do want to add, where are you? I do want to add some washi tape. Washi tape. So we've got field notes. So I think we'll do field notes and then maybe some of the check next to it as well. So I'm just going to go up the side, but not right to the edge of the tag. Need to make sure that that sticks, because it is inked paper. So just going to burnish that down. And then I've got this one, and I'm just going to go right directly underneath as well. So I'm not even going to bother trimming these. I'm just going to fold them over. And then give them a good sand. Look at that. And then that, look at that. So cool. So cool. But I want something else. What do I want? So I've pulled out a couple more sheets because I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this bit. So I'm just going to rip it off and then rip round the edge there, like that, in the background. Right, let's give this an ink. And then I'm just going to get my sanding tool and just lightly wiping along the crease lines, and then you get that look. Oh, it's so delicious. Right, so this needs to be mounted onto something because it doesn't feel very sturdy. Right, so let's glue this on here. So I'm hoping the bee will fly out and find itself some pollen. Right, so I'm just going to put this on here like that. Trim that off. And then I think I am going to put a little hole in the top like that. How cool is that? Right, so yeah, so I just wanted to make a load of embellishments that I can put in a tub and then use them when I need them. How cool is that? And then we've got these little pieces here as well, so we could, these are just, like I said, little pieces that are just off the background that I didn't want to waste. So yeah, if you cut out the butterflies and stuff, have a look in the background, because Margreth always does loads and loads of little pieces of ephemera that you can use. Let's put that there. And we could run a little cross stitch down the bottom. I don't know if that bit, yeah, that's cool. That's definitely more than enough. And then we've got a cute little tag. In seconds, well, a couple of minutes. How cute is that? I love it. I love it. Right, so I'm going to do a little bit of stitching on this, and then I'll come back and we shall move on to the next one. Ta-da! Isn't it cute? Ah, I love it. There is one more thing I want to do though, and that is put a reinforcer on it. Here we go, because I want a black one. Oh, we've got some spooky words. I think they're spooky words. I mean, I wonder if something like this would look quite good on it. Wishful. We don't want to get the strands. Maybe down there. I quite like that. Let's put it there. It's going down. I think I'm just going to go with... the round one today. On here anyway. And then I'm going to need my other hole punch and do the 1/4 inch. Because Heidi Swap's reinforcers are a 1/4 inch hole, which is absolutely fine. And then, the best bit, look at that. They just distress. So cool. Oh, I love them. I do want a little bit more distressing. And ta-da! How cute is that? Love it. So that's one. Now, there is also another piece in here that I want to play with. Not these. So these two little bits here, they come on a page, and I decided to cut them out. And I believe that goes there. So cute. So we're going to basically do the same, but not as grungy. So let's move these aside. So I'm going to use my little ink dauber for this, because then we can get into the grooves, so Madonna said. Just gives it a little something. Oh, we nearly lost our flutterbys. Again, just go around the edge. I didn't feel very well at all. So, yeah, but... So I sort of sat down, had a cup of coffee, watched the old 70s programme, Famous Five. It was actually 5 Go to Smuggler's Top because it's my favourite. Watched that. And then thought, let's finish cutting out the moths and go and do a video. So they're all done. Perfect. And now we're just, because we're going to stamp them, blah, 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 blah. We're going to stamp them back down. So I'm going to do the, oh, come here, sneaky. I'm going to do the backs again. And this should be quite easy because they're smaller. So let's get my librarian set out, look, because I've got a small one here, which would be perfect. Let me just go across the middle like that. A bit in the top, a bit down the bottom. And then I think I want to do just a little bit. I don't know who that is that's doing that. Don't rev it, ride it. Not that you need to do this to the digitals, because they are absolutely amazing as they are. I think I'm going to do this in the black. Make sure it's the right way up. I think that will do on that one. Maybe this little number we can just put. Oh, I thought it turned it off. Ah! Should we give it a go? Ta-da! Oh, the 2. I love this little 2. It is so cool. Let's put this. Let's put it on here. Ah! Love it. Ah! Put that back, and I think that's them done. And now a little bit of grunge, just for a little bit of texture, but they are only small, so let's do this one first. Shall we or shall we not? I mean, we could, because it doesn't matter about not seeing the one underneath. Oh, first we need to just bend the wings. I was going to say, I don't think I inked the back. Come on, Toni, get with it. That's it, and then just put a line of glue down the body. And then just plop that on top. Hold it down for a little bit though, because Barely Arts does not like fabric. That one. How cool is that? So cool. Right, where's this one? So this one is this one. And when you're doing things like this, like sticking it on here, it also is, you don't have to worry about cutting out the feelers, the antennas, or whatever they're called, because you've got them on this bit. I can't think of my words today. Right, so I am going to put a little bit of glue on him or her, and then a bit of, I haven't inked the back of this one either. Strands of cotton's perfect. It's just enough texture, but not overpowering. Where's my little one? My little cutie. I think this one, because it's quite light, I think we'll use some of the scorched timber cheesecloth. I don't think we need that much though, because it's just a little one. And then pop some glue on there. Hold that down for a second. Just wrap around the old wings. And then look at that. How cool is that? Oh, it's so cool. And you could turn this into, let me get, because we've got another one here as well with the little bits and pieces on. Where's my strips gone? So there's two things that we could do with this. This one will go best. So we could belly band. So we could cut a strip off that's sort of like a little bit wider. Let me do it. I'm just kind of guesstimating what kind of height I might want it. And then this one is 1/4 inch. So I'm thinking if we do it, I mean, we can always trim it if we think that's too wide. But what I was thinking was, this sits on there like that. I mean, you could stitch right up the top of it. Yeah, right, I'm gonna, let's do it. Let's do it. So first, oh, I nearly dipped that in the black VersaFine. That would never do. So I'm just gonna, and then we've got a tag and a belly band. But I'll do the other one and show you the other idea that I had as well. Let's give it a little bit of, I don't think this sand, I think my little sander needs changing. I do use it a lot. And then that could go on there like that. Oh, that just looks so cool. Right, so I am going to stick it down first, but I'm just going to put a line down the middle. Just flatten that out. And then eyeball it. So we want the same at the top as we do the bottom. Is that about the same? What have we got? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and a bit. So let's lift it up a little bit. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So we want 3.5. And then this should be 1, 2, 3.5. Yeah, perfect. So there's a bit of a belly band. I'm going to do a bit of stitching, and then I'm going to use my favourite chunky brads. Oh, I love it. Right, I'm going to do some stitching and then I'll stitch. I would like to tell you I've done it on purpose, but, well, I guess you can say nowadays that my wonky stitch is on purpose. Oh, because I just don't sew straight. Shall we use, yeah, let's use one of these. I'm loving these at the minute. They're so cheap. You can get like a bag of 200 off of Amazon. And I need to get some more because I lost the jar ages ago. And it was up on my bookshelf behind a load of books. And this jar was full. So, yeah, I want it. I really want to get some more. So I'm just going to put kind of there. And then put the brad in. Push it down. Oh, I think we might need to put that there. So that's in the middle. And then we can just get our scissors, chop that bit off. It's too cool. And then we'll put this one here. It might not be in the middle, but it is what it is. Yeah. Maybe, do we want it moved over a little bit? That will do. Perfect. And then open that up. Push it down. Let's just trim off a little bit of that. And then we could just leave it like that. And how cool of a belly band is that? It's just so beautiful. Oh, I just love it. But we're not going to leave it there because we're gonna hammer. And there we go. Look at that. Look at that dimension on it as well. And just lift the lid wings up a little bit. How gorgeous is that as a belly band? It's just... So then we've got 2 really cool pieces. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly the same on this one, but we're going to do something different, and we're going to use these in this one as well. So I'm going to cut all these out. I'm going to put this together, and then we'll make another piece of ephemera. So I have done everything. So I've cut out 3 little tags. They're so cute, and put a little eyelet in them. I might just oh, well, that was a bit windy. And then just scrunch it up a little bit, because I do like my texture hammer. And then I've done this, and I've just added, we did the stamping, didn't we? Wow, that wind has literally just come out of nowhere. And then I stuck a little piece of what I cut out of Margreth's digitals on there, and then there's a little curator snippet up there. And yeah, look, they're just, so these are all done. It just looks so cool. And I've got a bit of ledger paper, and these 2 pieces that I did the other day. So I'm thinking I need, where's that bigger bit? This bit isn't very thick paper. But I do. I think we might just put that there. But first off, so they're all a little bit matchy-matchy, I think I'm just gonna, I don't know how big I'm gonna do this just yet, so I'm just gonna stick it all on and see where it goes. So let's ink this bit of, I like it. I reckon, do you know what? I reckon this is the same kind of ledger that Barbara used. It feels the same. So I'm going to do a little experiment, because I want a bit of grunge on it. And I've got this from Daler Rowley, and it's the alcohol ink. It's in sepia, whatever you want to call it. And I think I'm just going to get a big acrylic block and probably just, oh, that was a little bit too much. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of water. And I think I just might, I know. But I didn't expect that much to come out. And just mix that in, and then I'm just gonna look at that. It is a little bit dark, but I do like it. Oh, we're gonna save that, and then just gonna dry it off. And I find that for no reason at all, things just fall in my craft room. Literally just fall all over me like an avalanche. I was sitting here minding my own business, doing a bit of stitching, and then all of a sudden, all my inks that are just over here just all come flying down. No reason. No wind. The door closed itself ages ago. Strange. And that bumblebee, or that bee, still hasn't found its way out. And it's not going to now, because the door shut itself. So I stitched down the side and I grunged it. And then what I want to do is, oh, and I only glued it on 3 sides. And I want to put this on the edge So I want to glue just these bits. And then stick them down like that. And then these can get tucked behind there like that. So I think what I'm going to do is, if I can get my trimmer back. So I want to keep those in so I know. Oh, mind your wings, Mr. Butterfly. So let's say 5 inches. Let's do that. Oh, it looks so good. Right, so 5 inches. I actually think I don't want this bit to be a pocket. So I'm just gonna fold it up and then I'll show you once I've done. So I've just put a bead of glue, just kind of like 1/4 of the way in, like that. And then on these bits, I just want to glue down there and then down that edge, down that edge. And that might make these a little bit more stable. Yeah. That's what I want. That's what I wanted. Perfect. Let's just fold that so it lays flat. Perfect. Right, I'm going to give this a little iron because I did distress it, so it's gone a little bit bumpy. Right, and now, guess what I want to do? So I'm going to slide these in here. That's it. And then this one can go just a little bit lower in there, all different heights. And then what I want to do, I want to put a tag on. I know, but look how cool that looks. I mean, come on. Let's have a look. So we've got ones that we haven't made, but we've got ones we have. I think on the side, definitely on the side. Maybe down the bottom, so we don't lose that lovely bit of writing. Or, I know I said I was going to use this, but, oh no. I kind of like that one. Don't seem to have a lot of these left, but I don't seem to have used a lot of them. I must have. I think that's a bit too much, that one. I think this one is as well. So I think we'll go with you. We're going with you. We just need a little bit of simplicity. And we'll put you there. I think I'm going to do some stamping. So I've got the field label and I just want to do the bottom bit. And I want to do it just up here. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. Just kind of put that there. And then just for some little bit like that. Right, I think that will do for stamping. And now we're going to add some snippets. To finish it off. Oh, do we want a label? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Just under here. Hold it down because Barely Arts Glue does not like this kind of surface. And I think, yes, I do. I want a light coloured one. And then give it a little bit of a crumple. I don't like this, so I'm going to put it up there. But I'm going to put it up there. And I stitched loads of little kind of fabric pieces, look. And I'm wondering if I've got one. I think that's a bit much. I think that's a bit much. I think we'll stick this here. And I want to keep the number. The rest of it I can cover up. What else have we got? Ah, you're wonky. Don't try. Alright, so if I get a wipe, that might wipe off of there. Yes, I don't like it. So that's just a larger version of that. That I might put over the top of that because I think that will look cool. And for some reason, Versifying Eclair is bleeding on the ledger paper. stick that over there. Put a bit of ink on that. Fold that way, and then fold that way. A little twist, a little twist, a little twist, and then a little fold, a little fold. Give that a little bit of ink in. Twist and fold. That's it. And there we have a little page insert with some little tags and journaling spots on the back. I do like the way they all fit in there, all different. Oh, I love that. How grungy is that? So, I don't know how long this video is, but I hope you got some cool ideas of things that you can do with Margreth's digital kit, because it's so much fun, and you don't just have to use like the pages. You can take ephemera off of all of it. But oh, I love these. I love this belly band. It's so cool. It's so cool. I do want to put, I love these brads. The texture they give is just so cool. And I want to put one in here. And then just trim off the end, give it a beating, and then they're kind of, where's it gone? They're kind of all cohesive. So, I mean, if you wanted to, it's completely the wrong place, but it will do. If you wanted to, you could use them in the same journal. I mean, you don't have to. You can use them wherever you like, but there we go. Only 3 pieces, but quite a bit of work went into them. They're very, the little sort of like grunging and things like that. But oh, I love them. They're so cute. I absolutely love them. So yeah, don't forget to pop over to Margreth's Kofi. It's listed in the description box, and check out her digital. If you can't buy the actual kit, then grab the freebie, because it's a 5-page freebie and it is awesome. Yeah, so go over and grab that. And I will see you all in my next video. Happy crafting, everybody, and take care. Bye.